Alright guys, before I start with the top 5 cars video, I quickly want to remind that I opened a Discord server for my YouTube and for my Twitch, where I'm gonna be posting whenever I'm gonna go live on Twitch. I'm gonna be doing some giveaways there, and I'm also letting you guys know my projects and asking what should I upload to YouTube. So if you're not my Discord channel yet and you wanna be part of the community, make sure to join with the link displayed right now. Thank you very much, and let's head into the video. Today we're gonna have a new video, and it's called Top 5 Cars in Drift City Remastered in Stage 2. I know you all liked my video in Stage 1 when I was talking about the cars, and therefore I'm gonna drop a new video about the top 5 cars in Stage 2. As you all know, the cars have been rebalanced in Stage 2. We got a lot of new cars, and for the people that don't know, we have like 3 groups of cars. We have small, medium and big sized cars. The small cars have 780 points total for a V9. Medium sized cars have 800 points total for a V9, and big cars have 820 points total for V9. Yeah, for the top 5 cars, we'll be going through some criteria. One criteria will obviously be the stats, which are like the most important thing of a car. The size of a car, which is also important for racing, to dodge traffic, to not hit walls. And also the camera view, since the camera view of different cars is still different and might give you an advantage. Maybe some people know that use a camouflage kit. If you're having like the police car, you have an insane FOV that you can see a lot of stuff, and your car looks very, very small. And yeah, and the special criteria that we will talk about later also is the looks of a car and like aeros and body kits for the car. Some people think like, wait, why is handling not a criteria anymore? Handling isn't criteria anymore because in Stage 2 handling is basically the same for each car. Like if you run a car, you have the same light handling, and generally cars in Stage 2 handle very light. But the handling is based on the stats you're running. The general rule is for handling, the more axle your car has, the better it handles, because more axle allows your car to react faster, to drift faster. In the last information, we are going to be comparing the size of every car that's going to be featured in the top 5 cars video with a Comet, because Comet is a well-known normal medium-sized car, especially in Stage 1 it was kind of meta. And with that being said, guys, let's hop into our 5th place car. Alright, and our 5th place car is going to be the Indigo V9. The Indigo V9 is a very good car. Like, let's take a look at the stats of the Indigo V9. The Indigo V9 has 268 speed points, 216 acceleration, 126 Dura and 210 boost points, and as you guys can see is considered a big car. So you have the boost, as you can see on the speed points. It has a bunch of speed points, so the stats for this car are amazing. And let's take a look at the aero kits, because we also wanted to talk about like special, like the look and aero. The Indigo has like the base kit, obviously the basic, as you can see, it's the basic kit. Then also has this aero kit that's pretty known, doesn't look too bad too. And this is also kind of reminds you of the D2, this aero kit for sure. And the last aero kit that I'm also using is the convertible. It's like kind of custom made. It's a very good looking car for sure. And yeah, let's compare the big car to the Comet size. We're gonna be getting the help of AMT. Oh, and congrats to Coaster Freak for a tier 3 Dura in the meantime. Let me quickly pop a quick GZ in all chat. And yeah, let's compare the size of Indigo to a Comet V9. Obviously it should be bigger since the Comet is an 800 points car, but let's see how much bigger this car is. So let me try to align properly. Think this should be fine. So like the sides probably equal, As you guys can see, I'm obviously bigger than the whole comment and also wider. I mean, it's kind of expected, but it's not too much. Like, if you think Comet is an 800 car and this is an 820 car, and as you guys maybe know, big cars might get a buff in the future. They are thinking of buffing big cars with some special boni, as you guys can see, but it's like nothing set in stone, so don't quote me on that. But they might even get more love, and then we might see even more bigger cars popular in BZ. And yeah, the camera view of this car is kind of like normal, I think. It's not too good, not too bad. If you can boost, kind of see it's like a normal, just a normal camera view. And that's why I think the Indigo deserves a place as a 5th place car in the video. And let's move on to the next place. And the 4th place car in our ranking is going to be the Coppelia V9. The Coppelia is a very nice car. And with that being said, let's look at Coppelia's stats. So, what are Coppelia V9 stats? Coppelia V9 has 260 speed points, 200 acceleration points, 132 Dura points, and 208 boost points, and is a medium-sized car with 800 points in total. As you guys can see, Coppelia is very speed heavy and still has a good amount of Dura. And in general, this car should be used if you're running 80s like with 322, like with 2 acceleration converts, 3 speed converts, 2 Dura. But obviously people run this also with Brandons, since Brandons is now worth talking about. You can run this car with a Brandons and you don't need to worry about running a low acceleration car, such as Coppelia. And let's take a look at the aero. As you guys can already see, Coppelia did get a nice upgrade. Like, it looks way better than in stage 1 or in other drift cities. As you guys can see, it already looks very good. And now, obviously, it has the basic aero that every car has. And also we have the Coppelia aero kit that is also known from other drift cities, or like that people know, but it still looks way better on this car since it's kind of looking very good now. Huge props to the dev team that kind of improved this car. It looks so sexy, not gonna lie. And yeah, and then obviously a G-Coin Coppelia Verge kit, which makes it even look better. But look at this beauty, like, come on, bro. If I would be running a Coppelia, you should be spending the G-Coins to run this kit. It just looks so beautiful. Look at you even have this railing here at the back, and you can obviously also put stickers on top here. It looks so good, this car. And yeah, let's take a look at the size. Let's look at AMT. We're gonna compare it to a Comet again. Let's see how good Coppelia is in comparison to a Comet. It should be around the same since they're both 800. Let's see. I'm gonna try to think it's now the same. So what we can see on both sides is literally equal, but the Coppelia is a bit longer than a Comet. So, but just a tiny bit. It's just a tiny bit you can see here. Like, sorry, on this part. It's kind of a bit, but on the sides it's literally the same. So you can kind of think of this being like a Comet. And yeah, and the camera view of this car is also, I think it's good. Like, as you can see, I'm boosting right now. It's probably better than the Indigo when you're boosting. So it's a very good car to use, and that's why the Coppelia deserves the place as a 4th position car. Alright, and the 3rd place goes to the Metro V9. The Metro V9 is also a very good car. And with that being said, let's look at the stats. What are the stats of a Metro V9? The Metro V9 has 246 speed points, 208 acceleration points, a lot of Dura with 134 points and 212 boost points, and is considered or is a medium-sized car. So the stats are kinda, I mean, has less speed than Coppelia, but it has more excellent Dura than Coppelia. And yeah, so it's kind of on par with Coppelia if you kind of value more axle and more Dura. And with that being said, let's see why this car is worthy the 3rd position. And let's take a look at the aero kit. So as you guys know, this is the basic aero kit, nothing too crazy. Doesn't look, looks okay, I think. I'm not a fan of actually the front look, how it looks like. Then it has the first kit that people know, also not bad. And this kit, oh, okay, makes it kind of go down a bit. This car still looks kind of funny, but now, which makes the car very good, like as you can see, we have the Metro hatchback, and now look, see what's happening. If you use the hatchback, your car actually gets smaller and looks way better, as you guys can see. So if you're gonna be using the Metro, you should use the hatchback for sure. And yeah, let's compare the size of a Metro to the Comet. Let's find our boy AMD. There he is. And I'm gonna compare it with the normal aero kit, like no basic, and with the hatchback basically. Let me buy the hatchback real quick. Okay, so now let's see how good is the size already. Okay, so it does look the same. It might be a bit smaller, like the Comet is wider than this, but definitely the Metro is longer with the basic kit. But let's see if we're gonna be attaching the hatchback. Let's do it like this. Boom, what changed? Oh, we can already see. Look, I was aligning it on the back, and now let me try to go back. The Metro is now having a better size than the Comet with the hatchback. So actually, the size got improved, and it has a very good size. And also, let's take a look at the camera view, and you can already see when I'm boosting, the camera view of this car is amazing. But look at this camera view. It's definitely one of the best camera views that we have as of now. This is way better than the Coppelia and Indigo. And this camera view makes it very easy to dodge traffic, to see traffic. So that's a huge plus, and that's why I think the Metro is definitely better than the Coppelia. And if you're using this car, obviously, I think it's still doable to run 4-1-2, like one extra converter if you have good docks. But you can also just run Brandons or like 3-2-2 for sure. And yeah, but look at this camera view, this, and with the bag. Such a lovely car for sure, and that's why it deserves the 3rd place. Alright, we are moving on to the 2nd best car. And the 2nd best car, in my opinion, is the Rotary V9. The Rotary V9 is a very good car, and it's already very popular. I see a lot of people running it, and I'm gonna tell you why it's such a great car. So first of all, let's look at the stats. So the stats for this car are different than we have seen before, because all the other cars were like speed heavy, that probably people who are like running 3-2-2s convert setup, or like Brandons are using it. But now it's changing up. The Rotary has 228 speed points, 236 acceleration points, 126 durability points, and 210 boost points. So the stats of a Rotary isn't really that good. I mean, it's a balanced car, and what makes balanced car very good is you can kinda use anything on setup what you want. You can go speed heavy, you can go extra heavy. You're not forced to run Brandons, you're not forced to run Arenas or any other set. You can do anything, and that's what makes this car so good. You can do anything. You can go full speed, full axle, and you won't be having any problems at all. And yeah, let's take a look at the arrows. And the Rotary has got a lot of arrows. Don't mind the stickers. These stickers are from Urban GT. Thank you for letting me show the Rotary. So basically, the Rotary, as you can see, is already 2 pages of arrows. You can customize this car as much as you want. Let's see, it's like the first Rotary kit that's already known. It also looks very good already. Then we have the second kit, which also like very known. Yeah, obviously the base kit. If you don't like the aero kit, I don't know why, because there's so many good aero kits. Then we have the fourth aero kit, which I think also looks pretty neat, to be honest. Yeah, then we have the fifth aero kit even. Oh, I didn't even know about this one though, for sure. That also looks pretty good. Then we have some lights, pop-up lights. We can have these lights here. We can have these lights. We also can have these lights. So there's so much room to customize your car. And not to forget, we do have a G-Coin aero kit, the filler up high octane. Look at this. Obviously you gotta pay G-Coins, but it's definitely worth it. You can also put like lights on it like this, and you have such a beautiful car. Like, come on, there's so much customization you can do with this car. So that's a huge plus for sure. And let's compare the car with our lovely Comet. So basically both are 800 cars, and let's see. I think this is good. And yeah, as you guys can see, the Comet literally eats the whole rotary basically. Like, this rotary is smaller than the Comet, still has 800 points though. It's not considered a small car, but I cannot, I mean you can see the rotary a bit, but it's definitely smaller than all the other cars for sure, and it still has 800 points. And that's why also this car is going for a lot of meter in the car auction house, and it's already popular. It's for a reason. You can customize it very good. You can do with your stats anything you want. Go full speed, go full axle, whatever you like, and it's a small car. So that's why rotary is the second place in my top 5 list. Hey, wait, hold on. We gotta check the camera view. Yeah, the camera view of this car. Let's see. The camera view of this car is normal. It's maybe better when boosting, but it's not as good as the Metro for sure. The Metro has a way better camera, but it's still a good camera view for sure. So yeah, and now I can say that's why the car deserves a place on the top 5 and as a second position. And let's see which car is gonna be the best car in my opinion. And now it's finally time for the best car in this game as of now. Many people probably predict this already, but we will see. And in my opinion, the best car as of now is the SRI 3 V9. And let's take a look on why I think this is currently the best car in stage 2. Let's take a look at the stats. And the stats of this car are 230 speed points, 238 acceleration points, 122 durability points, and 210 boost points. And this car is a medium-sized car. So as you guys see, the stats are also like the rotary balance, so you can run any combination of sets or any combination of converts what you like, but you still have more speed and more acceleration points than the rotary. Obviously you have less Dura, but obviously Dura is so easy to get with like a tier 4, tier 3 Dura, so that's not really a huge problem. So yeah, let's take a look at the arrows. And yeah, the SRI obviously has a basic kit that already looks very good for sure. Like, I like the look of the SRI, looks very neat for sure. Then we have the first aero kit, which kind of makes it also look very good. Yeah, then we have a second aero kit. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's a convertible actually. Yes, yeah. So we do have a convertible aero kit too for the SRI. That's kind of nice for sure. So yeah, can either run basic, the other one, or the convertible, whatever you prefer. And let's check the size of the car. When I first saw the car, I was thinking this car is a small car, but in general it's an 800 points car as we saw. And let's see how big it is in comparison to a Comet. Wait, it's actually, hold on. So as you guys can see, like in the rotary, the Comet is definitely bigger and the SRI is definitely smaller than the Comet for sure. And the reason why this car hasn't been popular in stage 1 is because in stage 1, you know, handling was a topic, and the handling of this car was generally very heavy. But now, since handling is kinda equal, this car has gained popularity and has very good stats. And as you can see, also size, and it's not considered a small car, it's considered a medium-sized car, which also is kind of nice for the points. Now let's look at the last criteria, the camera view. And obviously the camera view for this car is also good. It's better than normal, but obviously this camera view doesn't beat the Metro camera view. Out of all the top 5s, Metro does have the best camera view for sure. But all in all, this car has the best stats, is very small, but in terms of points, not considered a small car. You can run a convertible if you like to, and also the camera isn't bad at all, and that's why I think this is the best car currently in game. I see a lot of people now moving to this car, so some people are already getting their hands onto it because they see how good it is. And as I said, the handling isn't a problem anymore. Like, it was a huge problem in stage 1, that's why no one used it in stage 1, but now it's very good, and that's why I think it's currently the best car in this game. Alright guys, as you guys know, I'm gonna do some special mentions like the last video, cars that didn't get into the top 5 list but are still worth to be talked about for sure. And the first special mention that we're gonna be having is the MMT1 V9. So, why is the MMT1 V9 still a great car? I mean, probably people already know why it's a good car, but let's just go through every step too. If we take a look at the stats of the MMT1, the MMT1 has very bad stats. Like, it doesn't have any speed, it doesn't have any Dura basically, but it does have some acceleration for sure. And it's obviously considered a small car. In fact, it's the smallest car in this game, so it's worthy to have like 780 points and no speed, no Dura. But people who run this car usually just go full speed for 1-2, or people that run an arena set should definitely run an accelerated car, probably MT1. And yeah, for the body kits, it does have the basic one. You can also see my stickers. Props to Ghosty for making the shopping cart. Then we have the first body kit. I don't know, it's nothing too crazy. We have this one, and also this one that I've been using. And yeah, size wise, you can already think this car is gonna be way smaller than the Comet for sure. Like, why not? Yeah, let's see, for science purposes, yeah, obviously not like half, but like 60% of a Comet. And yeah, why this car still deserves to be mentioned is because you can use this car for delivery, for party patrol, for anything, for all like in-game activities. And I also see some people using it in BZ, like if you're bad at dodging traffic, or you think like, I need a small car to kind of get better at racing, that might be your go-to, the MT1. It's still a good car. Obviously, you will need good stats to make it work, because you need a lot of speed points and durability points. And yeah, but still you can use it for game modes. I usually use it for rush time to have a small car, and also for delivery to dodge traffic. And it's a very cool car. I've been using stage 1, everyone who watched my video knows it. And yeah. Alright, and the second mention out of the 3 mentions we're doing is going to be the Hunter V9. And the Hunter V9 is also a very good beginner friendly car, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's take a look at the stats of the Hunter V9. The Hunter V9 has amazing stats. It has 236 speed points, 250 acceleration, and close to 130 durability, 128, and 206 boost points, and is considered a big car. It is in fact big, But as you guys can see, if you would just look at the stats, this car has amazing stats. Take a look at the aero kits. The Hunter has a basic kit that I've been running, and also a second kit, which is also kind of nice for sure. And yeah, which also makes this car very good is that you can literally buy this car in dealership for a very cheap price. If you go to the V9 tab and go to the Hunter, it only costs you 2 millions for a very good stats car. It also looks very good in my opinion, that's why I bought it. And you can be like, it should probably be like the first go-to car for people that are gonna run with a V9 dealership, because obviously making a car on your own to V9 is expensive, and also buying a custom V9 is expensive. But the Hunter does a job very good. And yeah, but for science purposes, let's check the size in comparison with the Comet. It's an A20 car, so it should definitely be bigger than a Comet. And let's see. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's definitely bigger. I can already tell for sure. I'm gonna try to line up this side. Yeah, it's the same length, but it's definitely wider. But you can take a look at how wide this car is. But that's why it's also considered an A20 car and has those good stats. And yeah, but for beginners, it's definitely a good car. The camera view is also not too good. Basically, it's a normal camera view, and yeah, maybe even not a very good one for sure. But yeah, it's a good beginner's car. If you just need a car from dealership V9, you should definitely get a Hunter in my opinion. Alright, and the last special mention, because people are probably already thinking, where's this car? Like, why is it not in top 5? And the last mention is obviously going to be the Panda V9. Panda V9, the probably most broken car in stage 1, is also still a very good car in stage 2. And I'm gonna tell you why it deserves a place at the special mentions and not as in top 5. So let's go through all the criteria. Panda V9 stats, 230 speed points, 214 acceleration, 122 Dura, and 214 boost points. Is considered a small car, so it does have less points. Yeah, so let's take a look at the aero. And people already know you have also, same as in rotary, a lot of customization for sure. Like, you can run the MK2 that's been known. You can also run the running in the 90s. You can also run the Panda Aero Kit 3, Panda Aero Kit 4. Like, you can literally run any aero kit on this car. And you also have these pop-up lights, and also these kind of lights, the basic kit, and this aero kit. Then the lights closed, the lights open like this. So the customization for Panda is also really good. You can customize your Panda however you like it. And yeah, let's take a look at the size. Since it's considered a small car, like it is 780 points, it should be smaller than the Comet. So let's kind of see how small it is for people trading here. Okay. Alright, let's see. Yeah, as you guys can see, it is in fact smaller than the Comet. Like, maybe the length is the same, but it's definitely, yeah. The Comet is definitely wider than the Panda. And yeah, the camera view of this car is kind of okay. But the thing why people still use this car, and I already tried it out too. It's, I don't know how to explain it better, but like, people know about the technique called tuk-tuki and stuff. Like, you overboost and you try to hold your speed for as long as you can with like having these kind of drifts, right? And somehow with this car, I don't know, whenever I drive this car, it's so easy to hold the speed. Like the tuk-tuki in this car is somehow broken. Like it's so easy to kind of run it, and that's why also this car is still so popular despite having very bad stats. Like the tuk-tuki is just too crazy in this car. Like I can try to go again. Like look how I'm holding 370 for a long time, and this is like, I don't know, in other cars and like in MT1 I cannot do it. And that's why also in the ladder, if you search by car ranking, if you search for Panda, you have so many people that drive it. Like 125 people are driving. I think it's a popular car still, and people, and you see like the top 3 leaderboard here are driving Panda. Like I was obviously driving MMT1, but yeah, the top 3 here also using Panda because of the tuk-tuki. So that's why this car is still, I don't know, it's nerfed with the stats, but it's still a too good car. I don't know how you can nerf it. It's probably gonna get to Panda City maybe sooner or later. But yeah, that's why this car is also in my special mentions. And yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah. But this, I'm saying it again, this is all my personal preference that I'm seeing in the battle zone, that I'm also knowing what's happening, what I see what's meta. So if you kind of disagree, you can also disagree, like I don't mind. But it's just like my thoughts, and I wanted to let you guys know what I think is currently the meta. And yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a comment, leave a sub, join my Discord, and see you guys in my next video. Peace!